Hi everyone, welcome to the channel where I will be building a race car. Let's look at some parts because the race car isn't here. It's not done yet. It's still at the body shop getting some good body work done, not my shady work. So we're gonna leave that to the professionals. But in the meantime, I got some stuff here that I bought for the car. This is the original front bumper for the car. Now this is not going on the car. We have a lighter one which will be going on, and then we have the original dashboard. I'm probably gonna put this one in and make some adjustments for the new dash, heads-up display and stuff like that, but I might put it in. It's a big piece. Don't know if I fit it. I might fit some other kind of dashboard. We will see. Here are some engine plates that follow the car. It's for a small block Chevy. We're not going to use a small block Chevy, so I don't really know if I can use those to the engine I'm putting in the car. We will see when the car gets here. We'll start measuring up some stuff. These are the center line wheels that gonna stick on the car. They look the same front and back, but they are different sizes. These are front runner or skinnies, as you call them. They are like, yeah, it's almost a bicycle tire. Here we have all the brake parts that I'm gonna put on the car. These are the brake discs for the rear. Here's the calipers, brake control valve. Everything here is Wilwood race brakes. Good to have good brakes. It is a cool piece. It's a nitrous bottle holder, 2 bottles, because you need a lot of nitrous. And here are some engine parts, 2 water pumps. We're gonna build a water system for the car. Might be good to have something to cut into. More brake parts. What else do we have? Yeah, I got a fuel cell. We're probably gonna run 2 different types of fuel systems on the car if we're gonna compete in Street Week. But for starters, we're gonna put one in, and that's a good sized one, which I got with the car. So yeah, I got wheelie bars too. It's a good kit with chromoly steel. It's light as hell, really good. Might need some help welding this, because welding is not my thing. I don't want it to look good. It's kind of hard to weld. So, well, this is the parts I got for the car so far. We're gonna collect parts. This pile is gonna grow, and when we get the chassis over here, hopefully we'll put everything in the car as fast as we can, so that we can start measuring up for engine, wiring. There's a lot of stuff going into the car because it is a clean chassis. There's nothing in it. There's nothing painted. Everything is new, which is nice. So we can decide where we want everything to go. It's plastic doors. There's a plastic hood, and there's a plastic trunk lid. Also, there's plastic windows, so we need to put plastic windows in. Yeah, there's a lot to do, but more on that when we get the car. It's easier to explain when we got it here. So, and just that you know, this is not a race car. Probably gonna hide this in a barn for time being, and then we're gonna, well, hopefully we're gonna salvage it, but it might go to the wreckers. I don't know, it's pretty murky in the bottom. the top half looks good, but there's a lot of rust. So we're gonna talk engine. All right, let's talk about the engine. This is a Mercedes engine. It's a M104.992, which was commonly found in some luxury sedans for Mercedes in the 90s. It's a good engine. It's 3.2 liters. It has 230 horsepower, and it is a aluminum head with a cast iron block. So this engine is great because it allows you to make a lot of turbo horsepower without changing any parts. The internals in this engine are pretty strong. The weakest link is the connecting rods. The connecting rods will start to bend at about, well, they say 700 horsepower, but it's mainly because of the cylinder pressure and the torque down low. So if you can control the torque, I think you can easily do 800. But that's me. Not everyone agrees with me, and we'll see who's right. Probably not me, but we're gonna try. We're gonna start off by making this engine do about 600 horsepower and get the car rolling. Now, this engine has 10-to-1 compression, which is a little bit high, but we're going to use ethanol for fuel, which makes the life more easy for the engine. There's no chance of detonation when you're using ethanol, which is good. And this is a reliable engine. I really like it. So the main thing you need to do here, we need to check valve springs to see what type of valve springs are in it. The first set is for revving only to 6,500 RPMs, which is a little bit low. And you can change those out for other original springs, which make it so that you can rev to about 8,500. And more revs, more horsepower. I think this will be a good engine. Now, we can't use the original intake. It's made of plastic, and it has strange runners over the engine and stuff, which we can't use. So luckily for me, I didn't get an intake when I bought the engine, so no need to throw it away. But we need to build us a new one, and we need to move this because this will be in the way. This oil filter and oil cooler, but that's not a problem. There's a lot of guys building different kits for it, so a lot of aftermarket parts are going into this engine, even though I say it's a budget-friendly engine. We need an intake manifold, we need an exhaust manifold, because this engine was not turboed from factory. So we need to build one or buy one. Not sure what we're gonna do. Hopefully we can get a good deal on an intake and an exhaust if we buy both. So that's what I'm kind of negotiating right now. It also has a variable cam timer on the intake camshaft. I don't know if we're gonna use it. I've heard people gaining about 40 horsepower using it, but it gets you more torque down low, and torque kills the connecting rods. So it might not be a good idea. But I'm not an expert on engine management, so the guy that's gonna do my tune might be able to figure something out. So I don't know how this works. There's a trigger sensor for, well, the missing flywheel. We're gonna need a flywheel, and hopefully we can use this original trigger. But I've heard a lot of people having problems with that, so we might need to move it to the front instead and kind of make it more accessible. Yeah, well, this is the engine. I think it's a cool piece. Sadly though, we're missing some parts. There's a kind of a gasket going over here with the Mercedes logo on. Kind of want to. So yeah, and we're gonna also try to change the oil sump. This oil sump was made for a Volvo 740. Checking on some pictures on the car, this might not fit. And if it doesn't fit, we're kind of screwed. We don't want the engine too far in the engine bay, too far front. So we're gonna try and buy from a diesel engine a rear sump, and hopefully that will fix the problem. Problem is that I don't know how the oil pickup line will go. We might have to build one custom, but let's pass that bridge when we get there. Alright, that's it from me. Thanks for watching this first episode. Hopefully we'll have something out next week, maybe 2 weeks. I don't know how often we're gonna post, mainly because I don't know when we're gonna have something to show you. The posting will be, well, kind of content based. Right now there's not enough content for me to show you every week, but the engine, I might start shopping things for the engine just to break up some boxes, do some unboxing stuff, but we'll see. I kind of want to tune the engine, but yeah, thanks for watching and see you next time.